Hey everyone, it's Miss Gibson. As you can see, I'm getting ready for Easter. I've got my bunny ears. I've got my super cute Easter basket filled with my Easter eggs. So today we are going to read an Easter book. This book is called The Easter Bunny That Overslept. It's written by Priscilla and Otto Friedrich, and I hope you like it. In a cozy, warm burrow under the ground, the Easter Bunny was sound asleep. He was dreaming of Easter and the brightly painted eggs that he was going to bring to all the children. Easter came at last, but the Easter Bunny kept right on sleeping. There was no sun to wake him up, and it rained all day long. The children were very disappointed not to find eggs hidden on their lawns or in their homes. But their parents had bought some jelly beans, so they weren't completely forgotten. It rained every day for a month, and the Easter Bunny slept right on. Early in May, the rain stopped. The sun shone into the Easter Bunny's burrow and woke him up. He yawned and stretched and put on his new clothes because, of course, he thought it was Easter time. He even sang a little song to himself. I hip and I hop. My eggs are blue, red and green too. A pink one for you, all nice and new. Hippity hop. Soon he came to a pink house where a mother and father, a girl and a boy, and a baby were sitting under an apple tree. They were eating chocolates, all except the baby. He was too little for chocolates, so he held a cracker. The Easter Bunny hopped up and started singing Happy Easter to you. It had the same tune as Happy Birthday. When the Easter Bunny finished his song, he offered his basket of Easter eggs. What's all this? Asked the father. What is this rabbit doing here? Why, it's the Easter Bunny, said the little girl. But Easter was weeks ago, said the mother. Today is Mother's Day. Bye-bye, said the baby. These were the only words he could say, so he said them over and over. The Easter Bunny decided to try somewhere else. He looked back sadly as he hopped to a yellow house nearby. But no one there wanted any Easter eggs either. He hopped all through the neighborhood, but everywhere he heard the same thing. It was too late for Easter eggs. Some of the people even scolded him for not being on time. The Easter Bunny went back to his burrow. He looked at his beautiful basket of Easter eggs that nobody wanted. He thought and he thought. Finally, he had an idea. I'll be a 4th of July bunny, he said to himself. And he started repainting his eggs red, white, and blue. Then he made himself a red, white, and blue hat. And on the 4th of July, he started out again. It was a very hot day, and the bunny's basket began to feel heavier and heavier as he hopped along. When he came to the center of the town, he saw a crowd of people watching a parade. The band came first, with trumpets and trombones going pa-pa. Then came soldiers, then came the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts carrying flags. And with them, proudly carrying his basket full of red, white, and blue eggs, hopped the 4th of July bunny. Stop the parade! Shouted an officer. Stop! Halt! Everyone stopped. What's all this? The officer demanded. Who are you? Well, I'm really the Easter Bunny, the rabbit said in a very small voice. He was beginning to be a bit frightened. But I overslept a little and started out too late and nobody wanted my Easter eggs. So I thought I'd be a 4th of July bunny. The 4th of July is no time for eggs. The officer looked very cross. Now go away. Just then a great firecracker went boom. The children all clapped their hands in delight at the noise. None of them paid any attention to the Easter Bunny. Bang, bang, bang! Smaller firecrackers were going off now. Then a cluster of great rockets went zooming into the sky and turned into a cluster of stars. The parade marched on, and the Easter Bunny was left alone. He tried knocking at several more doors, but everyone thought he was joking. So he went back to his burrow and fell asleep again. The summer passed and the days grew shorter. The leaves blew down from the trees, and still the Easter Bunny slept. One black night when the wind howled outside, the Easter Bunny heard a loud knock. He jumped up and opened his door. 3 little white ghosts stood in front of him. Boo! Just then the wind blew very hard. The white sheets flapped on the three little ghosts. The Easter Bunny looked down and saw 3 pairs of brown shoes. It was Halloween. "A trick or a treat," one of the ghosts cried. "Wait right there," the Easter Bunny said happily, and he went back into his den to get his Easter eggs. "A trick or a treat," the children repeated as he returned with his basket. When they saw the red, white, and blue eggs, the tallest child said, "What is this?" "They're 4th of July eggs," said the Easter Bunny. "But this is Halloween," said the middle-sized child. "Well, they're really Easter eggs," the unhappy bunny explained. But he was too tired to tell his whole story all over again because he already knew that nobody wanted his eggs. "Easter eggs on Halloween," the smallest child said. "That's no treat." The Easter Bunny hung his head. He looked so sad that the children didn't even play a trick on him. They just ran away laughing. "Easter eggs on Halloween!" they shouted, their voices getting farther and farther away. "Easter eggs on Halloween! Who ever heard of such a thing?" The Easter Bunny stood in his doorway and watched them go. He began to shiver. The wind was cold and blowing harder. He waited and waited for some more children to come. It started to snow. Suddenly, a fierce gale swept the little rabbit off his feet and carried him high up in the air. When at last he came down, he blinked and rubbed his eyes. At first, all he could see was snow. Then he caught sight of a sign that said, "Santa's House." The sign was shaped like an arrow and was pointing to a curving path that led between 2 rows of Christmas trees. The Easter Bunny hopped down the path, and there, just around the bend, he saw the house. The next moment, he was knocking timidly on the door. Santa himself opened it. "Well, bless my soul," he said when he saw the bunny on his doorstep. "Come in, come in." So the Easter Bunny went in, and once more he told his story. How he had overslept, how nobody wanted his eggs, how he tried to be a 4th of July bunny, how he had been chased away, how the children had come to his burrow to frighten him on Halloween. "Well, well," said Santa Claus. "Well, well, well. There's nothing we can do about your Easter eggs, of course. But if you want to help make the children happy, I have plenty of work for you to do." And almost before he knew it, the Easter Bunny was busy painting toy fire engines and tops and doll beds and many more toys. He was having such a good time, he forgot all about the Easter eggs that nobody wanted. On Christmas Eve, Santa loaded the toys on his reindeer sleigh, and when he was ready to start, he said to the bunny, "That's the biggest load I ever had. Maybe you'd better come along and help me tonight." So the Easter Bunny hopped in the sleigh next to Santa, and off they flew through the sky. Sometimes Santa would say the chimney was a little too narrow for him to climb down. Then the Easter Bunny would take some toys from Santa's pack, slide easily down the narrow chimney, and put the toys in the children's stockings that were hanging by the fireplace. And Santa Claus would say, "I never could go up and down all those chimneys as fast as that." And they would ride gaily on to the next house. After they had delivered the last present, they went back to Santa's house for cakes and hot chocolate. The Easter Bunny began to feel a little tired from all his traveling. He decided to go back to his burrow and sleep until Easter came again. "Wait a minute," Santa Claus said. "I have a Christmas present for you, too." He reached deep into his sack and brought out a beautiful gold alarm clock. "Oh, thank you, Santa Claus. I'll set it to go off Easter Sunday." And the next year, when the gold alarm clock began to ring, the Easter Bunny jumped up and filled 2 baskets full of eggs. Then he hopped up to the same pink house that he had visited the year before. A little boy called, "Hi, Easter Bunny." It was the same baby who could only say bye-bye the year before. "Happy Easter," the bunny called gaily. He offered the little boy an Easter egg, and the little boy took it. The Easter Bunny was very happy. It was so nice to be right on time. And because of his gold alarm clock, he was never late delivering his Easter eggs again. Now that we've read The Easter Bunny That Overslept, we are going to do an Easter art project. you are going to need blank paper and a pencil and either markers or crayons. Let's get started.
Okay guys, since we read The Easter Bunny That Overslept, we are going to draw our own Easter Bunny. Hopefully that is not oversleeping. We're going to have our paper in portrait orientation with the short sides at the top and bottom and the longer sides on the right and the left. We're going to take our pencils. We're going to draw a bunny that is on a hill with his Easter eggs. So first, we're going to draw the hill. Then to start on our bunny, we are going to draw two lines that are sort of angled upwards. That's going to be where his body goes. Then we are going to draw an oval for the bunny head. We're going to give him some ears. Don't forget the inside part of his ear. Then we're going to give him another matching ear. Again, don't forget that inside part. He is going to need some arms. Now our bunny is going to be juggling, so we are going to draw his arms kind of straight out and put his hand on the end. Same thing on this side. We're going to draw two straight lines for an arm and put a little paw on the end. He'll need a tail. Draw a couple of fluffs right there at the bottom. He's also going to need a little tummy space. So you're going to just make a little half oval right here at the bottom. Then he's going to need a face. He's just going to have a couple of small round eyes. His nose is an upside down triangle. It's going to be pretty big. Then for his mouth, we're going to draw a curved line and a curved line. And we are going to give him some whiskers on each side. So whiskers that go off of his face. Well, there's our bunny. But like I said, he's going to be juggling some Easter eggs. So we are going to make an egg shape, which is about mostly like an oval. And then we're going to do another one over here towards the top corner. And then we're going to do another one in this top corner. Now my egg shapes aren't the best, but that's okay. And we're going to do another one down here. Now we're also going to think maybe he dropped a couple of his eggs. So down here where our grass is going to be, I'm going to draw a few more. And you can always clean up your egg shapes later. And to make it look like these eggs are flying through the air, we are going to make a little loop shape. The only other thing we might need to add, I think maybe there are some flowers in our grass. So the easiest way to make a flower is just to make these little oval shapes until you come back around to the center and you put a circle in the middle. So I might make another one over here. And another one over here. It doesn't matter how many petals your flowers are. You can see some of mine have 6, but some of them only have 5. Just whatever is easier for you. But you just make flower petal shapes in a circle until you reach the same point. All right. We can't forget to decorate our Easter eggs, so we can decorate these however we want. I might put some stripes on some of them. Your Easter egg patterns can look however you want them to. I might put polka dots on some. Be sure to keep them big enough that you can color them in later. I might add some zigzags. Maybe some hearts. I might do some vertical stripes. Maybe some wavy lines. And then I might do some rounded stripes. And there's our bunny and our Easter eggs. Now for the fun part, we're going to color our bunny. So I'm just going to start with a little bit of pink on the inside of his ears. Remember, you can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have handy. And your bunny can look exactly the way you would like your bunny to look. You can make him whatever color you want, which is what I'm going to do next. The bunny in our book was brown, so I'm going to make a brown bunny, but if you want your bunny to be white or pink or yellow or blue or any color you want, that is up to you. He does not have to match the bunny in our book. So I'm going to go through and color in my bunny. Now that our bunny's colored, I'm going to pick a nice spring green for my grass. I'm going to try to be careful not to color over the flowers or the Easter eggs. But I'm just going to take my nice spring green and go over all of my grass that's right here. Don't forget about our little flowers. I'm going to leave my flowers white and just color the center part yellow, but you can make them be whatever color you want. They can be bright. You can leave them just as they are. It is up to you. Now for the Easter eggs. I've just picked a handful of colors that I think will look good with our Easter eggs. So I'm just going to get started like that. You can start from the top, from the bottom, wherever you want. I'm going to start down here with our little heart egg because I'm going to make the hearts pink. But you're just going to go through and whatever kind of patterns you put on your Easter egg, if you even wanted to make them just solid colors, now would be the time to go in and do that part. I can't wait to see your amazing Easter eggs. And you're going to see mine in just a second. Now that our Easter eggs are finished, we've got two things left. First, totally forgot to color the bunny's tummy. So, in our book, our bunny is kind of a dark brown and light brown. So, I'm using this peachy apricot color. Again, your bunny can be whatever color you want it to be. It depends on what color you made your bunny. I'm just coloring mine like our bunny in the book. Now, the last thing we have to do. Again, you guys know that I like my paper to not have any white on it anywhere. So I am going to take my cerulean, my light blue, and I am going to color in the background very, very lightly, just like we do in a lot of things. So if you would like yours to have a nice blue sky background, this is what you are going to do. And there you have it, guys, our finished Easter Bunny. He is juggling his Easter eggs. He's got his grass, his eggs rolling down the hill, and I can't wait to see what yours look like. Don't forget, send me your completed bunnies on my Google Classroom or bring it to our next Google Meet. I can't wait to see your creations.
I hope you enjoyed the Easter Bunny That Overslept. And don't forget to set your alarm clock so you won't be late for Easter.